This is the 12th annual Southwest Police Motorcycle Training and Competition. And there's a lot of bragging rights that go with an event like this. 27 different agencies from 7 different states.
They're talking 800-900 pound bikes, and they treat them like they're little toys out there.
And this is amazing how they can just do this so easily.
This is a challenging course. A lot of the competitors are telling me, even those that have competed before, they're saying this is one of the most difficult competitions I've ever attended. And the whole idea here is we want to push their skills. We want to make sure that it's a challenge to the very, very good riders, and the guys that are struggling a little bit, they know where they need to work to get better for the next time.
Warming up in the morning, trying to get the feel of the bike, and had a little fall, and it ended up causing some bruising to my hip and lower back.
But you still ran today.
Yeah, I kind of felt that the team wanted me to. It was a team effort. A lot of pride goes along with this.
The whole idea here is we want to improve our skills, build our confidence in the motorcycle, and take home some training ideas to our agencies.
Over here.
Board games,
That means you lose a tooth. You do.
are seen a surge in popularity. Almost on a weekly basis, someone is writing about the hobby, shining a spotlight on the growing industry. Websites like BoardGameGeek.com and BoardGaming.com are seeing a record number of visitors, and now local board gamers are ready to cash in. Spielbound is opening its doors right here in Omaha, Nebraska.
What is that? That's room 25. Told you.
What is it about board games that get people so excited?
Everybody plays board games with their parents when they're a kid. Like, I would assume everybody does, just about everybody. Even if it's just Monopoly and Stratego and chess or whatever.
The biggest difference between the mainstream games and the hobby game market is the decision making.
Pondering the dragon.
You make different kinds of decisions, and it forces you to think differently about what can be done during your turn, what should be done during your turn, what other players might do, how to interact with other players.
And intoxicating her. But the problem was, how do you keep...
The thing that doesn't this could be a walk-in pillow, and Magnum PI convinces her to go in that, but after we've given her this knockout, this wine that just makes her so disorientated, like she walks it
like a giant pillow or something. Or?
I like that it really makes you think about things, and that it's not just a roll of the dice. It's not usually a chance game that you actually get to be involved, but it's also not super serious.
Keep the chains, you filthy animal.
How to just maximize the amount of fun, or else try to win.
I have 85.
The owners of Spielbound say now's the time to bring board games to life right here in Omaha.
Yes.
Spielbound Board Game Cafe can be a place for anyone to come in and see over 1,000 board games all in one place for them to play if they want to. And it's also, we're supporting the community by providing games to teachers and lesson plans for them around those games, providing them to senior centers to help seniors get access and play more games.
If the problem was it was ugly, we could put some makeup on it.
We're providing game tournaments and events to help sponsor local charity events, team building events using board games, since we've got so many different unique games that most of the world hasn't seen yet, especially, I mean, most of the US, I would say.
So someone needs to nab that white to prevent her from having the longest track and the bonus.
Really promoting in-person interaction. You know, not behind a computer screen, not behind a TV screen. Here we are interacting, conversing, playing games, using your brain, and talking with other people at the table. So something that's not encouraged much in the way we live in our lives in a busy world, and really hoping that will grow and really take off.
I finally found the perfect combination of flavor and energy. Do you know what this means, Igor?
It means I won't have to clean up after you anymore, Master.
I'm afraid not, my clueless friend. No. It means that I can finally wake him up after all these years. Come, Igor.
Master, no! You promised the villagers you would never wake him again. You pinky swore.
Alive? It's alive!
That stuff is delicious. What's in there?
great 5-hour energy, and homemade fruit smoothie.
Outstanding. Not only did it wake me up, but I finally feel like I've got the energy to do those chores the missus is always bugging me to finish.
Doctor! The villagers, they be forming a mob, and not a good flash mob with the dancing and the choreography.
Don't wait up, boys. With this kind of energy, it's gonna be a late night.
Some of your favorite parts about being down here?
I love the experience because it's a really interesting experience.
Well, you pick these ones out, and I'm gonna pick this one out, okay?
Because it's fun. I like coming down here.
I enjoy it when people like come out and with their little kids and come out in front of us.
The music draws in the crowds, and you know, it makes the shopping so much more fun and enjoyable when you can hear music and walk around, and it just kind of makes you feel good and gives you a happy step and want to enjoy the vendors more.
Rolling home. I do it for the love of the music and the fact that this is such a great event and all the people, and I get to see people that I know that I haven't seen much around, and it's just fun.
It just makes me happy.
Awesome.
I don't know. I'm in love with it. The people, they're all supportive and they're happy when you play.
It's kind of daunting sometimes. You know, there's a certain thrill that, you know, you don't have a paycheck before you walk in. You know, it's only what they put in the jar that you actually get paid. And the only appreciation you get is from the few people who actually stop by and say, I like that, that was good.
So most of your competition out in this Haymarket is under the age of 16. How do you feel about that?
Very young. I love it. I think it's great. We're getting the youngsters out here doing this, and it's just wonderful, though, that they let us old guys still get to do this.
Yes, you'll find love in every byway. Hold up your chin, let them see you grin.
The people, they're all supportive and they're happy when you play. I'm in love with it.
It's just fun in general.
It's pretty funny whenever you see the little kids try and come up and put money in the thing, but they're kind of scared, so then they back up and then they come back and then try and put it in and then they back up again.
We play all sorts of various music, like we play classical music and Irish and fiddle tunes and polkas and rags, and I could go on for days.
My mom likes coming and listening to us play.
Do you have a favorite song of theirs?
I think The Sweet Child of Mine, they just learned from Guns N' Roses. I am so proud of these guys. They give up their Saturday mornings and they come down here and they meet all sorts of people and just love playing.
My favorite game is Dominion. You know, I've played it probably well over 100 times, and I'm still not tired of it. It changes every time you play it. You can incorporate different cards. The game state is different.
I'm in a council room, so you all get a card, and I get 4.
You can decide to make it vicious and cutthroat with some attack cards.
So I will militia you all. So go down to 3 cards unless you have a moat.
You can give people a dilemma by putting different strategies in the game state to where, gosh, do I want to accumulate cards? Do I want to keep my deck trim and neat? Do I want to go for action?
Using my village, so I get another card and 2 more actions. Play the woodcutter, which gives me an extra buy and 2 more coins.
It's great, easy to introduce to new people, I think, and just a quick, fun time.
I'm gonna witch. I play a village.
No, you're not. Do you know why?
Because I have no more actions.
That's correct. That's correct. Okay, so all you got to do left is buy.
So I can't play a village or a woodcutter.
So many ways to customize it, play it, strategize.
Moneylender, market, woodcutter, village, or the 2 modes. So I have a silver and a copper, which gives me 3.
So I'm gonna play this one here, and I'm gonna discard 2.
Okay, 4, 7, 9.
Yep. And 2 buys.
And 2 buys.
Then gives me 2, and I have 1 copper, so I will discard these because I have no more actions.
It will enhance your life.
it will solve all your problems. It's better than a religion, I would say. It's like being a superhero. I mean, as far as I can tell.
Roller derby's awesome. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. The modern version of roller derby came back into existence around 2000.
I know when it first started, it was pretty underground, and it was, you know, what the hipster kids did, and, you know, hey, look at this, it's really odd.
There's like almost 300 teams in the United States that play flat track roller derby.
There's no ball. You score points by your jammer, which is the girl with a star in her helmet, passing the blockers on the other teams. The pivot is the blocker in the front that has a stripe on her helmet. She is the pace car for the pack. She's kind of the leader. The rest are blockers, and they all work together to help their jammer through and stop the other jammer.
If you're lucky, you might get a roller derby girl in your lap, no extra charge.
We have a broad spectrum of people who play this game. The Vice President's Assistant for U.S. Bank.
The Boys and Girls Club.
The Legal Assistant.
I'm an exercise specialist.
Marketing. I am an accounting specialist.
There's been a lot of talk in Las Vegas lately that we need a professional sports team in this town. Is there already a sports team in Las Vegas?
I say there's a very good answer sitting right here in this roller hockey rink. Sin City Roller Girls is Las Vegas's answer to needing a sports team, and if they have had trouble with basketball and football and baseball coming here having a real team, pay attention to the roller derby. Put some effort into it. Get this sport off the ground, and you will see that it will be a benefit to anybody involved.
People want action. They want to see girls in miniskirts and fishnets. They want to see big hits. It's action-packed. It doesn't stop. You're looking over your shoulder every time, because if you look over this way, bam.
We've been voted best sports team in the weekly.
Kids under 10 get them for $7, $10, you know, to get into a game and have a couple hours of really cool derby action. I think it's a pretty cheap, you know, night out.
It's something that I think that our entire society could benefit from. They say that baseball is an American pastime. Roller derby is one of those sports that the audience could really get into and make it a good part of their life and enjoy.